What's up guys, welcome back and welcome to Assetto Corsa, and today we're going to go to Oulton Park in this thing. It's the Funcup. Now if any of you follow Jimmy Broadbent's channel, which I would have thought a lot of you do, as you know he's becoming a real racing driver. You know, it just goes to show that sim racing, if you're a sim racing, you can't put that into real life driving. In one of his videos I seen this pop up. It's him and Super GT actually. There's a guy called Super GT, he's got a huge channel mainly around Gran Turismo, but it was, anyway, it's called the Funcup. It's like an endurance series that runs in Britain, and I seen Jimmy Broadbent, I think there's 3 drivers in one car, and this is the actual car that he was driving. When I seen it I was like, oh, I've got to check this out. And guys, I swear to God, this is one of the best mods I've ever driven. You can really tell that a lot of times went into this, like the force feedback feels brilliant. And if any use like Porsches, it's got that typical Porsche feel with the engine over the rear, but it's got an actual, it's really nice balance. It's called Funcup, and it's super fun to drive. It's absolutely brilliant. I'll leave the link in the description so you can go and get it yourselves. But honestly guys, we'll quickly check out the models and see what this thing's about. So there it is guys, the Funcup. Now this is it, it's based on a Beetle, isn't it, looking at it. It's got 135 brake horsepower, so it's not a lot, but it only weighs 840 kilos, you know, so it's pretty light. But you sit in the middle as well, it's got a middle, you sit in the middle of the car like a McLaren F1. It's got a 5-speed sequential gearbox, that actually flappy paddles as well, but even look at the wing, put a wang on that or what, it's actually got a little bit of downforce, you know. It has got lights, actually, little lights at the front. But check this out guys, the door's open, you know, like the mod has really put a lot of time into this, the way it feels. Honestly, go and download it for yourselves and come back and tell us in the comments. Like, you'll be like, oh Bandit, you were right, this is a great little fun car to drive. It's honestly, it really is. Shut the doors, let's quickly look at the front. Wow, look at all that. Look at all the lines in there, all that 3D model. Like, I haven't even checked this out. I can tell just by the way this thing drives that a lot of times went into it. You know, it's like a proper mod. It's not like a rip from another game or anything like that. It's a proper mod built from scratch. Let's quickly check out the interior. Look at that, man. So you've got 3 pedals, so you have got a clutch. But look, it's got paddles, but you sit in the middle. Oh, it's just mint, man. Honestly, I can't wait. We're going to take it all in park as well. The lights on or off. Yeah, look, lights on and off. Check this little Beetle out. Yeah, guys, put your sim belts on. Let's get over to Oulton Park. Right, guys, the lights are up. Give it a rev. 1.8 litre, 135 horsepower. Right then, give it some cheese. Let it eat. Give it all the beanage it's got. Right then, 97% AI. Let's see what we've got. Guys, this is just I think such a high quality mod, and the way it feels, just the force feedback, it's got a lovely feeling, and you can really feel what the tyres are doing, especially the front tyres. I just feel like you've got a really nice connection to the front end of the car. Oh, I've took a few in there though. Oh, really on the limit of grip through there. In 4th gear, get on it. Oh, nice. Right then, revving it out into 5th. It's got a 5-speed sequential gearbox that you have to lift out of it here, but it has got a little bit of downforce as well. You can really feel the downforce actually. Oh, I was thinking about sliding up the inside there, but he's still there on the inside. Look, there's 2 of them hanging them, but oh, great stuff. But you can just tell as well how well the AI actually does race. It races really well. Get on the brakes really late. Oh, on the raggedy edge through there though. But it's just a great car. I do always say the slower cars produce better racing. You just, you know, they just feel better to get. You can get some nice close racing on them. And when I was watching Jimmy's video as well, you could just see how close the racing actually was. Like they were making some, like they were really racing close together, bumper to bumper. It's just a great little race car. It just feels like a lot of time's being spent on this mod. Guys, go and download it yourselves and let us know in the comments what you think about it. Like, trust us, you really will like it. You can chuck it in 4th gear, like, oh, a little bit of understeer starting to come up. But rotate the car on the power there, though. I can feel the car start to rotate as I come back on the power, and that was in 4th gear. But this thing only weighs 840 kilos, man. That's nothing, that really. 840 kilos with 135 brake horsepower. It's actually quite a good power to weight. And we are 9th position. Now lap time wise, Jimmy and that, they were doing like 203s, 204s. So let's see if we can get anywhere close to it. 204, 205, I'll say. I can never get turn 1 right at Oulton Park. Never get it right. Hopefully one of these times we will get it right, but I like this bit where you can really lean on the car coming through there. 4th gear, revving it out, nice. what a little motor this is, man. Right into 5th. Like this bit as well, you can feel like the downforce. Yeah, you pretty much throw it in. It feels like a, do you know the Porsche GT3 car? It feels like a miniature version of that. It's got like GT3 levels of grip in it in a way. Like it feels like it has, like you can really feel the downforce. I mean, look at the size of the wing on the back. It's quite big. It's got quite a big front splitter on them as well. Down to 2nd gear, a little bit of an over rev there actually. But you can, if you're too aggressive coming back on the power though, the rear end of the car really will step out on you. Come sliding up the inside. Let's get last of the late breakers on the go, maybe. I don't think we're close enough. Oh, we can though. That was either brave or stupid. Great stuff, great defending by the EI there actually. The Assetto Corsa's EI is a funny one, you know, like sometimes it can be brilliant. It's some of the best EI out there, sometimes. But other times it just can be idiotic. I've got a great feeling of the bumps, like the track surface as well. This version of Oulton Park really is a good one. It's got great like surface detail in the force feedback, but it's just got a lovely weight in the force feedback. I can really feel the tyres. I can feel like the tyre walls. You can feel like the tyre walls like flexing. You really can. Can we get up the inside? Oh, a little bit of a brave manoeuvre there. A little bit of oversteer on the exit, but he's still there. Look. Can't make the move stick. Wow, great stuff. He's putting up a good little fight, this dude, isn't he? In his V-box. Turn 1 again. It's not really the best place to overtake turn 1. Oh, a little bit better than last time anyway. We've done a 205 there, but we can't go quicker than that. I know we can. Sometimes we could set. I was thinking about sending it up the inside. I seen Jimmy go around the outside of someone in this corner. Went around the outside. I think he's done it a couple of times as well, but I'll leave a link to Jimmy's video in the description. Honestly, I urge you to go out and watch it and then download this mod and then come back and let us know what you think of it. Oh, really feel the suspension loading up there. Oh, a little bit of a dive bomb. Oh, I think we've gotten it done. Oh, he's just clipped her from behind. What a knob. I've been like talking nicely about the EI and then he goes and does that. Cheers mate, you knacker. Oh, he's took the move back though, he's having none of it, is he? Then he goes and brake checks one in the middle of an apex. Wow, great stuff from the EI, great aggression actually. I've got the aggression on about 30% actually. That was actually quite aggressive. Can we get up the inside? Nah, nowhere near close enough there. Drop it down to 2nd. Feed the power in. Actually, I was quite aggressive coming back on the power there, but there you can see the, oh, I lost the rear there, but I was really trying to get the car on the limit of grip through there, and I just overstepped it by 2%, and I started to lose the rear of the car. But it's one of them cars that like you really feel like you can just keep pushing and getting faster and faster in it. Like, you know, it feels like a good car to go hot lapping. Like it's just got that feeling where you go, oh, a little bit more, but then you end up making a mistake. Can we get up the inside? No, still not close enough. But the rear likes that but it's got a lot of traction actually. Like you can tell it just feels like a mini Porsche GT3 car. That's honestly how it feels. Right, that was a 204.7, the dreaded turn 1. Got it down to 4th. Oh look, you can see quite a bit of understeer actually there. Bit of a messy line though, but wasn't too bad. Into 5th. But look how well the EI are all going. It's a good challenge. It's like I'm getting some good competition here. It's not just a walk in the park by any means. Into 5th, what lap 1, lap number 4. 204s were in there. Like, I would like to go and do this for real life actually, but oh, I nearly went flat out into there. Right, and hard on the brakes. No ABS or traction control in these cars now, just the way I like it. On the power. Oh, I was trying to slide it up the inside, but I just couldn't make the move stick. There's nowhere to overtake from here really. Like, let's just get on the brakes, try and get the line right. Right, free the power in nice. In the third, oh, that was a nice there. We've got a lovely exit actually, but bumper to bumper, wheel to wheel. Oh, I missed my shift. I hit the limiter. Can I get up the inside on the brakes? Very late. Oh, that was a late manoeuvre, but he's still there. We're going to have to give him room. Great stuff. Wow, this is what I mean about this mod. Hopefully it's coming across to you like how good you can race this thing, man. Like, pretty much on his bumper. See if we can get that inside line going around here. Let's get up the inside, maybe. Oh, on the brakes as late as I dare, but I just can't make the move stick. Or can I? Nah. On the power in fourth gear. What a little car, man. Honestly, this is one of the best mods I've driven, I think. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. That's the late breakers. He's left the door open. He's left it open, but can we close it? Oh, not bad. Not bad. On to lap number 5. Just an 8-lap race. Gives you a good enough taster. We're a little bit slow on that lap because we're fighting with him. Can we go up the inside? Really on the brakes late. Just yeet it in. Oh, that was brave. Oh, wow. On the limit. We've made it. We've done it though. We've actually got the move done. Right, in this bit, just get on the brakes nice and lightly then. Oh, sometimes you can use fourth gear there though, but I pushed it that little bit too much and the car started to push into an understeer. 90 mile an hour into fifth, but I'm absolutely trying my hardest here. Like, there's not much left in the car. You can just lift off it. You don't really need the brakes there. You can just lift off and like heat it in. Down to second, or went into the corner a little bit hot, but there you can just see the car rotating on the power there, can't you? You can see like it just feels right. It feels very believable. This would be a good training tool for Jimmy. I'm surprised Jimmy hasn't made a video on this car actually. He must know that somebody's made a mod on it. He must. Like, I don't know, maybe he's just too busy, you know, these days with racing. But it's great to see that someone from sim racing has transitioned into real racing, you know. It's like, it's great what Jimmy's done. Well done, Jimmy, mate. Like 10 out of 10. It's good to see. I've watched Jimmy Broadbent for a lot, like since 2017 now, you know. I've always liked his videos. Anyway, great on the power there in the fourth. Nice. Got a nice run on him. Can we get up the inside? Great wheel-to-wheel action this though. Like, great stuff. I don't know if should be brave on the brakes. Oh, I thought about it. He's left the door open though. You open that door, we will close it, mate. Yes! There's another one down. That was a brave manoeuvre, that one though, wasn't it? That was very bloody brave. Right, the brakes so late here though. The load cell brake really does help you in this car though, when it's not having ABS. That's the most important thing in your sim racing equipment, is your brake pedal. I think you can make so much time up. I'll tell you what guys, we'll have a couple of quiet ones and give it a listen. Be nudged. guys, we lost so much time on that last lap. That was a really messy lap actually. Oh, I went wide there as well. We're doing great as well on that. On the first one of the quiet laps was actually a decent lap. I think it was a 205, 204 I think it was. Because that on that little screen that shows you your lap times. I think that produces your last lap, not your fastest lap. I think it's like your last lap you're done. What an absolute blast this car is. I like how low you're sitting in the car as well. Because here's a little tip for you though. Like in your cars in sim racing, try and get as low as possible. Because you just get a better feel for the balance of the car. Like the lower you are, it's like that in a real car. You know you want to get as low as possible. But I find that in sims as well. Like the lower I get, I just feel like I've got a better connection to the way the car's moving about on its tyres. You really feel this thing moving about on its tyres. It just feels tip top into fourth. Right, and the AI are pretty quick though, as you can see. Like I locked up though. Did you see when I did lock up big style before and I just lost all that lap time? We had a little bit of time up there though. Right, little lift off the throttle then ease back into it. Oh, a little bit wide but still pretty quick. Not a bad line. Right then, Oulton Park though, I love the way the circuit goes, like all the elevation changes. It is a great circuit. It's one of my favourites of the British circuits. Oh, that was a decent line in there though, look at that. That's a pretty decent line that was in the fifth. A little bit quicker, we made quite a bit of time up actually there. Right, and get on the brakes, nice and late. Oh, I've went wide though, overshot it on the brakes. Oh, and I've got oversteer. I feel like the tyres are a little bit overheated actually. I feel like I've overheated the tyres a little bit. But what a hoot that thing is. Guys, what a car. What a car. Right, let's check out a little bit of this replay then. But yeah, hopefully it comes through on the video of how good of a car this is to drive, you know, like it's just a great car to push. It's one of them cars where you start pushing, you want a little bit faster through there, let's brake a little bit later there, and it just feels right. It's very believable. Now this is, guys, I'm not just saying this, but this is one of the best mods I've driven. Like obviously there's a lot of really high quality mods, you know, like, but this is up there with them. Like as soon as you start driving this, you'll be able to tell, you know, like. But another thing, this mod's made from scratch as well. It's not no rip-off from another game, because I do find there is a lot of them on Assetto Corsa. Like when I first started modding for Assetto Corsa, I didn't understand that. I didn't know what that meant, you know. I didn't know you could do that, but I've got a bit of a better eye for it now. But oh, you can see it's light the rears out as we come out to turn one there. But it does like to move about on its tyres, this car. Like, even though it's only got 135 brake horsepower, you can light it up coming out of the corners if you're not careful. But coming towards the end of that race though, I did feel like the tyres were starting to drop off a little bit. It's either that or I overheated them. But what an absolute hoot that thing was. Right guys, well, I'll give you another lap, the rest of this lap or so. But thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. Peace from the northeast. Toodles.